Greetings, Eric Bakker. I'm back on the job. Thanks for coming back and checking out the video. We're going to do video 10 today. So this is the third video in the Replace series of the Ultimate Candida Cleanse Lite series. So thanks for tuning in. In this video, we want to make stage 2 practical. Let's talk about how confusing it is for some people and how many people are trying to find the perfect diet. They're looking for the perfect foods to eat. I found during this stage one of the key reasons many people stall or even fail, and it's not a lack of effort on their part. They're trying to do everything perfect. They're trying to find the perfect kind of foods to eat. So there's a lot of confusion out there. People don't really know what to do anymore. They're going to AI for answers. The important thing to remember, it's not about good versus bad. It's about eating the diet that supports our digestive system, that reduces fermentation, that decreases inflammatory responses in our gut and in our body. It's about feeding you instead of a gut imbalance. It's also about making your daily dietary decisions much easier. So think of also taking out some foods in your diet as a temporary pause, not a permanent ban. But let's look at some of the key foods to lean into during the replace stage. Now this will change and be different for some people depending on the country you live in, the state of your gut bacteria. So there are no hard and fast rules here. Vegetables for me are the foundational foods. Leafy greens, cooked greens, zucchini, for example, spinach or bok choy. Also, we're looking at the pumpkin and squash family, carrots, potatoes, squash. Also well-cooked cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, Chinese vegetables, very small amounts. We may even be talking 1 or 2 tablespoons to begin with. The other key family of vegetables to eat are the onions and garlic and spring onions and red onions. These contain good sulfur compounds for liver detoxification. They contain a lot of flavonoids, so when it comes to proteins, this is a key thing to eat with most meals. You'll find, especially during a transition from ultra-processed foods into whole foods, you'll feel better if you eat proteins every time you eat a meal. Eggs, fish, seafood, chicken, there's many kinds of proteins you can eat. You can eat plant-based proteins or you can eat vegetable-based proteins. You can read a lot more about that in the Lite Guide 84-page booklet as well. Protein tends to stabilize blood sugar pathways. It tends to also improve detoxification capabilities. It's also a cofactor in the buildup of neurotransmitters and hormones in your body. And importantly also, it reduces cravings. So it's going to stop you snacking and wanting to eat in between meals. It's good to eat healthy fats during this stage also to reduce inflammatory responses, because a lot of ultra-processed foods contain different types of fats that can cause inflammation in our body. So the fats I'm talking about that would be beneficial for you right now obviously would be extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed sunflower oil, flaxseed or linseed oil, fish oils, omega-3, there's ghee, there's butter. Check out the book again, the Lite Guide book. Carbohydrates are fine to eat during the replace stage. Many people see carbohydrates as an enemy. They're not an enemy. Poor digestion is the enemy of carbohydrates. So when your gut functions optimally, you're not going to get all that bloating and gas associated with carbohydrates. Potatoes, pumpkins, squash, these are all good foods to eat. Sweet potatoes, very good. But I prefer them cooked, then cooled and reheated. Then they become resistant starch. It's going to give you a lot less chance of bloating and gas. And let's talk briefly now about the foods to stop or to pause. These foods aren't really conducive for good digestive health. We call them the ultra-processed foods. They often aggravate digestion and can affect your healing response. So it's good to slowly phase these foods out during this stage. They tend to be supermarket foods, packaged foods, canned foods, cheap seed oils you'll find in containers, in clear containers in the supermarket. Also dairy foods if you're reactive. Small amounts of Greek yogurt are fine, but if you're highly reactive to dairy foods, then take those out at the moment. Any food causes bloating or fatigue or any kind of a symptom in your body, you need to pause it right now. Don't fight it, just pause it, just take it out. Sometimes a temporary pause is just what you're looking for if you want to introduce that food later when your gut is in better shape. And remember, this is good information, not a sign of failure. So let's talk about some smart food swaps that you can probably do right now. I'm going to read out a list here of 10 smart swaps. So the first one is, instead of any kind of sugary breakfast cereal, it's good to try whole rolled oats. So cook those. I cook whole rolled oats in water. Top it with a little bit of Greek yogurt or maybe some fresh berries. That's a smart food swap. The second one is, instead of croissants, bagels or toast for breakfast, try an omelette. with a few eggs and maybe a few chives or spring onions or some bell pepper. Very good high protein smart swap. So instead of the sweet yogurts in the containers with the little aluminium foil lids with a lot of sugar in them often, try plain unsweetened yogurt and add your own strawberries or raspberries or blueberries again. Instead of fruit juice or smoothies laden with sugar, try and eat whole fruit instead. A piece of whole fruit. It could be something like grated green apple, or it could be berries. Instead of white bread sandwiches, try a lettuce wrap or try a piece of sourdough with some avocado on it. Instead of protein bars or sugary snacks, try a handful of nuts and seeds or a hard-boiled egg. Hard-boiled eggs and a few nuts is a very good small meal. Instead of chips or crackers or processed snacks, try cucumber or zucchini or carrot with a bit of hummus dip. So we're getting more fiber, we're getting more minerals, we're getting more vitamins here. Instead of a takeaway meal or fast food, cook a simple whole meal. We could have a few eggs, a piece of steamed broccoli, could be a piece of chicken breast, it could be a simple curry. And the last one I'll leave you with, instead of soda drinks or Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola, I'd be just looking for plain water with some fresh lemon juice in it. Just a digestive support reminder, if meal's starting to feel heavy or like a brick, or you've got a lot of bloating post meals, or you've got gas several hours later, you've got it under your waistband, you can support your digestion too by chewing better and chewing more slowly, especially away from a screen. You can also support your stomach and pancreas with a good digestive enzyme formula. So a capsule with lunch, maybe a capsule with your evening meal. This is going to help reduce a lot of bloating, gas, going to give you digestive comfort. Check out the Yeastrix active enzymes. I designed these specifically to go with program just like this. The enzymes work across the protein, fat and carbohydrate pathways. So check it out. Of course, the probiotics are then going to further support the gut downstream. Enzymes help to break food down better. Probiotics help to build good bacteria. So they support each other's action. How are we going to track progress without obsessing about things? How do we know we're on the right track? It could take 12 months, 18 months or longer before big symptoms really start backing right off. You need to look right now for things like less bloating, less gas, more energy, better sleep, improved moods, just feeling better inside yourself. This tells me a lot about what the future is going to be like. And if you see a gradual improvement slowly over time, you're on track. In the next video, in video 11, we're going to look at how to fine-tune replace, how to fine-tune your protocol without obsessing about it, and also how to build confidence going forward. You're building your digestive system now from the bottom up, and this is where real resilience comes into its own. Thanks for tuning in. Let's catch up in video 11. Don't forget to like and sub. Thank you.